we need to do a lot of things. We need to brush our teeth. We need to wipe our butts separately. It's your turn to...
Oh, is it for me?
Consider yourself fired.
Why are you winking at me?
Consider yourself fired.
Hello, and welcome to the JT and Drew Show. I'm JT.
And I'm Drew.
And we're two nobodies talking about nothing.
Consider yourself fired. Welcome back to the show, bud. How are you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, I am, what would the kids say, living the dream. Actually, I don't think many kids say that anymore.
I don't think that's a popular thing to say anymore.
I'm pretty fly for a brown guy.
It's not how the song goes.
Sounded like I was... Anyway. But yeah, I'm doing well. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, so it's good to see you.
Well, thank you. It's good to see me too. I'm glad I'm alive.
All I said was it's good to see you. But here we are, back on the show. We're back at it again. We've been collecting feedback from our listeners, and I must say, it's been pretty positive.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why you're so surprised, but yes.
I am very surprised that a listener would talk to you.
It's because I'm brown.
I think so. You might want to ask them that next time.
You're probably pretty right, especially after this trip I get back from. I'm going to be really brown.
Yeah, you are. Oh, it's all right. I'll be here. So lonely.
I'll send you pictures.
Yeah. We need to talk after the show because I need you to do something for me while you're out there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, speaking of... Oh, what were you going to say?
No, go ahead.
I don't have anything.
I don't know. I'm used to it.
I don't have anything.
Speaking of you don't have anything?
Yeah, excuse me.
Wow, how original.
I usually do say, hey, my brain shut off right now.
Well, it usually is shut off right now.
Yeah.
Look, readings for radio people. That's not us.
No, we're definitely not radio people. We are podcasters, dagnabbit.
Hell yeah, sister. So, we have somewhat of a loaded show today. It's not going to be too long, but we've got some interesting things as usual. Sometimes, we come across articles, videos, whatnot, and just when you think, nah, no way it could get any crazier, it gets crazier.
Yeah, well, it's 2023.
You ain't lying.
No, I know. Unless I'm in the wrong year.
If it was 2024, I would be really messing up a lot of stuff at work.
Yes.
More than usual. So
what crazy thing is coming on today?
Well, New York City. Ever heard of her?
Not at all. Apparently nowhere.
Yeah, paste picante sauce. New York City. I'm glad you got it. So, New York City Mayor Eric Adams. You might have seen him a few times on the news. He got pretty heated a while back because politicians down at the South Texas border were sending illegal immigrants on buses to New York.
Oh, that guy. Yes.
Whoa. We're a sanctuary city, but come on now. Let's not, we're sanctuary city in title. Let's not, really do this thing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I must say, he has been putting folks up in hotels and forcing hotels to house these people.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's sticking to his word. If I'm not mistaken, some of the hotels were being forced to do it without pay or with minimal pay. They had to have a certain percentage of their rooms cleared out, dedicated for illegal immigrants. Mm-hmm. Really crazy. And not all, but a lot of them were trashing the places, and it just got ugly fast. So much so
Sounds
that
about right.
now,
Oh, yeah.
now
Now.
they've tried to put more people in rooms to accommodate because they have so many coming up there.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the illegal immigrants are not happy with that. They're expecting the Ritz. They want the 5 stars. They want this. They want that. Holy cow. You need to cater to us because we came here illegally. Dang it.
What?
Yeah, we left our homes. Like, take care of us.
No. That's not how this works.
Well, in New York City, it just might. So the mayor there, Eric Adams, has decided that he wants to coordinate with local churches and see if they will house these illegal immigrants, or as the media calls them, migrants. We leave the illegal part out. He's also proposing in the future to get with private homeowners. So people, everyday people, you, me, we own homes, and see if they wouldn't mind, hey, you have a spare bedroom. Could you house some people?
What?
And we'll pay you. And I don't know what that looks like yet. But the idea, if I'm not mistaken, and I could be mistaken, so if someone's listening and they say, hey, you got it all wrong, please let us know. But the idea is that they will pay you house these people, and then you take your money and you continue to spend it in New York City. So the money goes back to New York instead of back to these big name hotels that are, not outsourced, but they're headquartered elsewhere outside of New York.
So all the money that goes to that hotel would go to the CEOs and not necessarily stay in New York.
Correct.
So I got 2 things for that. One, why don't they just do New York-owned hotels so the money will stay in New York? And then I have a second question, which you don't have to have the answer to, but it would be a nice discussion. If they go to the residents, the money that the city provides to the residents, is that going to be counted as income? Therefore, the federal government can tax it as income, and they have to put it on their tax returns?
I don't know.
At the end of the year? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Hey, you own a home. You have an extra room. Why don't you go ahead and set up a family in there for us, and we'll give you, I don't know, $190 every month? No.
Yeah. It just sounds crazy to me.
That does sound crazy.
And like you said, if you remember toward the end of last year, I think it was toward the end of last year, when they were talking about they being government, hey, we're going to start monitoring people's PayPals and Venmos and all these other payment platforms. And, if you get to a total of $600 or more that is being transferred or being paid, then we will kind of highlight you because we need to make sure that you're paying taxes all the way through, like down to the last penny.
Which doesn't make any sense to me. What if you have an arrangement, right? Say you have a roommate, and so your apartment and everything is all in your name, but you and your roommate have an agreement on, okay, you will pay this certain amount, and Venmo or PayPal or whichever, transferable app company you want to use, you have to use that in order for that roommate to pay you, so therefore you can pay their share of the bill.
Mm-hmm.
How is that fair? Because that's not income. You're putting that towards bills or the lease.
Well, taxes, you know where I stand on taxes. We're already being robbed. You're being forced to work so that you can support yourself, you can support your family. And then the government gets a cut of what you're earning.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put it into all these programs, right? Like Social Security, Medicaid, whatever the hell else is out there that we're supposed to be paying into that we will get back later in life that we'll never see again.
Yep.
So it's another way for them to straight up just tax people.
Right.
Oh, hey, we need to monitor. Oh, you had a garage sale and it looks like you made $1,200 and you took all of your credit card payments via Venmo. Well, we need our little piece of that pie.
Yeah. So how dare you try to sell stuff?
Eric Adams. Oh, go ahead.
Under our nose, right? Like, because that's what a garage sale is. It's like, hey, I've accumulated a bunch of stuff. Let's see if anybody else wants to buy said stuff. I will keep that profit and, I don't know, go put it on a down payment for a car. Or I'll just throw it in savings or whatever you want to do with it. It's your money at that point.
Yeah.
The government doesn't need that.
Nope. But they want it.
Oh, of course they want it. Yeah. So I'm kind of going to get off subject here for a little bit. Would you be okay if the federal government had a one tax fix all, kind of fits all, not fits all for everyone? So say, I don't know, 10, 15% for everybody.
I don't like taxes, period.
Well, I know you don't, but I'm just saying.
Oh, instead of like an income-based?
Yeah.
Like we're doing now?
Yeah, so like right now it's, if you make up to $11,000, you're taxed 10%, and then it goes to 15, and then it goes to 20, or however it goes. I'm not an expert, so don't take that money to the, or don't
just
take that
across
percentage.
the board.
Just hey, you've made 75. We'll tax you at 10%.
And your neighbor next door made 100. They're getting 10% taxed.
Yeah. Everybody.
And the billionaire down the street gets 10%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see the argument for the way that they do it now, trying to be fair.
Okay.
But I don't see when people, for lack of a better word, bark and complain about, well, the wealthy need to pay their fair share. The wealthy are the problem. Really? I'm pretty sure, 7, 12, 15% of hundreds of thousands of dollars is a lot more than what I'm paying in taxes.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
The ones that are sitting there crying about that a lot of the time are the wealthy. So,
well,
like when Biden came out with his whole, anybody making less than $400,000 won't pay a penny more in taxes. What's the president's salary again?
Yeah, 400,000.
400,000. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about all these inside deals he had and money that came in from Hunter and all this other mumbo jumbo? Was all that taxed?
No, you know that.
Mm-hmm.
You
didn't pay his
that.
fair share. So Eric Adams goes on to say, "It is my vision to take the next step to this faith-based locales and then move to a private residence. We can take that $4.2 billion or $4.3 billion maybe now dollars that we potentially have to spend, and we can put it back in the pockets of everyday New Yorkers." Positive spin, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Everyday houses of worship, instead of putting it in the pocket of corporations, and some of those corporations come from outside of our city. We should be recycling our own dollars. We should take this crisis and go to the opportunities. That is how we can deal with this. Because his crisis, his issue, is that there are so many people coming to New York, again, seeking asylum, right?
Right.
That it's not sustainable. New York cannot sustain these thousands of immigrants that they're getting. So we'll talk to the churches and the local residents. Nothing like raising your kids with strangers in the house. And I get it. Right? We want to extend an olive branch and we want to be kind, and people that are fleeing war-torn places, and we need to help our neighbor and whatnot. Okay, cool. Kumbaya, that's great. But these people haven't been vetted. These people haven't anything.
No.
Most of these people coming across are our age males. These aren't families that are looking for help in the majority. Now, I'm not saying they're all rotten tomatoes.
No,
but there's a few rotten tomatoes in that patch, more than the good ripe ones.
Yeah, there's a good amount of rotten tomatoes coming through. That it's starting to hurt the whole immigration process.
It says here in this article from Fox News that over the past year, more than 72,000 illegal immigrants have poured into the Big Apple, and over 45,000 of them are currently living in shelters and hotels paid for with tax dollars.
Yeah, that's you and me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's every listener listening, unless you're not an American, which we do think if you are not.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Gracias.
So 72,000 illegal immigrants.
Just last year, yep.
Just for 1 year. That's funny because more than that have come across the border here in Texas in the last year.
Well, and when this was all popping off, I don't know if you remember, but there were a few mayors, and I believe Eric Adams was one of them, in these smaller cities. Well, not smaller, but big cities, populated cities, that were complaining about that, and that, well, Texas shouldn't be sending them our way. The people down there near the border, there's tons of land. They could gladly take this burden. Well, that's farmland, and that's private property, and people own that, and
yeah,
like, who are you to say, well, I have 30 acres, I need to take on and build shelters and, house these people on my private property, because that's what I'm choosing to do.
Does he know how private property works?
I don't know.
Maybe
he's
Texas...
also, wasn't it him that also said, maybe I'm getting mixed up, so please let me know, but was it him that was saying, no, it wasn't him. What I'm getting to is the mayor or the governor, whoever, that was telling people, hey, if someone breaks into your house, they're probably not trying to kill you. They just want to steal your stuff, so just let them steal your stuff. Don't even get into it with them.
Oh, that was the mayor of Irving.
Oh, Irving, Texas. That's right.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't believe when I heard that either.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they probably don't want to do any harm to you. You just
they just want your stuff.
Just let them do it and then go away, and then you can call the police and report it. Okay, I'm just gonna be a bystander to my crap being taken, and hopefully they don't try to hurt me in the process.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't fly, Jack.
No.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I saw this article, blew my mind. I thought I'd share it with you. I have a hard time wrapping my mind around where are these people getting these ideas from?
Yeah, I have no idea. It's like they're not thinking.
I wonder how many people is the mayor going to take in?
Yeah.
And the governor, right? The governor's mansion and all this stuff. Why don't they lead by example?
You know that's not going to happen.
Well, of course not. It's for the peasants.
Yeah. No. Speaking of people who are not thinking correctly, and we will stick with the blue states. California.
Oh, gosh.
In the news again.
They can't get it right.
They sure can't. Well, here they're not going to get it right any more than what they already have. So they have passed a bill in the House to stop employees confronting shoplifters.
Okay.
Yeah. So Senate Bill 553, make sure I got that one right, was passed in the Senate, which apparently still needs to go to the House for confirmation. That allows or it stops businesses from telling their employees to don't confront people that are shoplifting.
Yeah, we had heard something similar a while back, but
so
what's the point of loss prevention? Do they not hire loss prevention anymore then?
I'm assuming they don't.
Okay.
I'm assuming they don't do that at all anymore, at least there. Because they're big cities. Hollywood, what is it? San Francisco? Los Angeles.
LA.
Yeah. Los Angeles. I mean, they're all just run down from the videos that are still being posted to the news articles that are still coming out.
Yeah. Well, we've seen all those videos where they're just tent city along the streets.
Yeah,
Thanks, Pelosi.
But here's the thing. Like, they now, or well, they've had him for a while, but they now have the drug houses, right? Or like, it's a state-owned thing that will give you needles and anything else that you want to, like, just throw it in your arm, man. Just, here, you need a spoon? I got you a lighter, too.
Yeah, the idea being that it's safer for you to come and get it from us than you trying to, buy it on the street or get it from somewhere else or use a dirty needle or whatever. We'll give you all the clean supplies that you need, and then you can just go and do it. Really?
Why?
How about just don't do it? Or how about, ramp up on, I don't know, drug enforcement or crime enforcement, policing, that kind of thing.
No. Defund the police, remember? That's the popular one.
Yeah. And what I find interesting in this Bill 553 that you're talking about, it says that they hope that the proposed law will prevent workplace violence and protect staff from being forced by their employers to step in during robberies.
I don't know what company puts a gun to your head and says, stop these people now from taking things from my store.
No, and usually if you're in that position, you're already armed. You're an armed guard, armed security. I'm thinking of the guys that drive the Brinks trucks.
Yeah.
Not passing, but moving money back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, your job is to protect those assets at all costs.
At all costs.
A regular cashier or person folding clothes and putting them on the rack is not or should not be expected to, hey, someone is robbing this store at gunpoint. You need to fight.
Yeah.
They don't even do that with the military.
No.
It's, what is it? Hide, report, fight, escape, or I forget what the little steps are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fighting is like the last resort. It's come to everything else has gone out the window. Okay, now maybe try to fight the guy off if you can.
Yeah, if he...
But this
because no one wants to die in a closet.
Yeah. This puts these employees in a worse position, though, in my opinion, because now they're hoping, hey, don't get involved. Just let people steal or let them burglarize or steal from you personally, whatever. The moment these employees get involved, if the companies have lawyered up, and I'm pretty sure they have, if they're implementing these bills or wanting to, it's going to be, hey, JT and Drew were the cashiers at the Apple store that got robbed last night, and they fought back, and they actually shot one of the guys or beat him up so bad, he's in the hospital now, and 3 of them got away. We're not liable for this.
Yeah.
JT and Drew, you're going to have to pay for this guy's hospital bills, because even though he's a criminal and was doing criminal things and your lives were at stake, you took matters into your own hands. We're not, we told you not to.
You consciously said, let me defend this building. And, we don't accept that.
Yeah. You tried to preserve your life and the life of your staff. No, what were you thinking?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Well, that's why I don't live in California.
Well, yeah, that's one of the reasons. Shoot, there's many.
Yeah, that's just one. That's actually like maybe one of the lowest things on the list why I don't live out in California.
There was I don't know if it was a law, bill, whatever, passed a while back. And again, I forget where, so this is super very vague. Sorry, don't have all the details in front of me.
Thank you for that.
Yep. But it was, I don't know if it was Walgreens, CVS, some of these smaller stores. And the rule was something along the lines of, hey, if there are people that come in shoplifting, if it's less than $1,000 worth of merchandise, just let it go. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
What happened? People came in and they looted the crap out of these places.
Yep.
And there's videos all over social media of this happening and employees having to just stand by and not do anything. They run in there, they grab all the crap they can, and they run out.
Yeah.
Do they get chased by the law? No, because it was less than $1,000. It's not a criminal offense. It's not whatever. This is, like the article says, this is an open invitation. I'm a store owner, and I sell whatever the crap I sell. Now, I'm not allowed to protect my business. I'm not allowed to protect my assets.
No, you're not.
I have to let it go, and then I lose money on that. It's not like the government's going to reimburse me and say, hey, okay, you guys lost this much in goods because this happened. The government's going to reimburse you. Well, why would they? That's the taxpayer money.
Yeah, well, that not just that, but your insurance company is eventually going to drop you.
Yep.
Because they're going to have to start paying out.
Well, yeah, you're too much of a liability.
Yeah. Either move your shop location or go out of business. We're not paying you. So
here, further down in this article that you have here, it says that San Francisco has been gripped by a crime wave and that they've seen Whole Foods close its downtown location after just 1 year of business, with bosses saying they were unable to ensure safety of their staff in the city. Nordstrom also had to leave the city, and many other small businesses had no choice.
Well, it's just going to be more and more. Well, that's just like in Chicago, right? Chicago, inside the city, Walmart has gone out. Because they cannot stop the robbery and they cannot protect their employees, right?
Yeah.
Because Chicago's one of those cities that's like, well, we'll just let them do what they want.
Well, you remember the summer of peaceful protests.
Yeah, who doesn't remember that?
Yeah, that happens, and to know that you're not protected as a business owner, why would you keep your business there? And we're seeing more and more businesses leaving California.
Yep. It's sad.
Yeah,
it's sad that they want to run it that way, But you get these businesses coming out here to the red states where it's a little safer and you don't have to worry about the crime, and you pretty much can just not really do what you want, but you have more freedom, right, as a business owner.
Yeah, you can run your business
without
government getting so involved.
But they come out here and then they want to vote the same way they voted there.
Yep.
And so now, not even battle states or battleground states are leaning more left than they were, say, 5-10 years ago.
It's like my junior high Spanish teacher. This lady, 7th grade, I'll never forget her. I forgot her name. Now, I'm not 100% innocent in this story.
Okay.
I was a button pusher, for sure.
Well, I'm glad that things have not changed.
Yes. But she was from Puerto Rico, and she taught Spanish in a Puerto Rican way.
Okay.
But every time she had a story or a little nugget of information or what have you about Puerto Rico, it was, everything is better in Puerto Rico. The peanut butter is better in Puerto Rico. This is better in Puerto Rico. And I asked one day, if everything's so much better in Puerto Rico, what are you doing here? Now, looking back, probably not the best question a 7th grader should ask his teacher. But it's that, just like you're saying, this place sucks, I'm going to leave. I'm going to this new place. And you get to the new place and, everything where I just left was so much better. Like, I'm just going to continue to vote for the things that I just left because it was so terrible.
Yeah.
So that it can happen to me here.
Yeah.
Why?
Makes no sense.
None.
But that's how people do it.
Yeah. Yep.
I got one more thing for you.
Go for it.
There was a video that came out. We have no articles or anything about this, but there's a video that came out about Oregon, maybe Washington, Seattle area, right? About how they're defunding the police and all that. Well, now they want to refund the police, and there is a kind of like a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory that now Antifa may want to fill those positions.
Oh, brother.
So now the hypothetical, right? Let's just make all this hypothetical. Hypothetically, if Antifa becomes wears the badge, has the guns, and now you have in those cities permanent Chaz.
Yeah, essentially that's what you'll get.
Because they're just going to start being thugs with guns.
Yeah.
Legally.
That's exactly what we saw with Chaz, except it wasn't legal. You know, these people, defund the police, all cops are jerks, ACAB, we're going to have our own little city, and we're going to, make it our own zone and all this stuff, and cops can't come here, blah, 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 blah. What's the first thing they do?
The first thing that Chaz did was set up an armed police force.
Oh, how about that?
Holy mackerel, but we don't like guns. You're not allowed to have them.
Mm-hmm. We don't like people telling us what to do, but we need someone in charge. Really?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that... You're not far off, though, because, what was it, in California recently, their police recruiting numbers were so low, and I think we talked about this in a previous episode.
Yeah.
But they're hurting so bad because nobody wants to do the dang job because nobody's protected, that they're allowing illegal immigrants. You don't have to be a citizen. You have to meet other requirements, but you don't have to be an American citizen. And you can apply for the job and get the job.
Yeah. What was that in California?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, I think it was. But just think, at a traffic stop, right? Officer walks up to you. Do you know why I pulled you over? No, sir, I have no idea. How dare you? It's ma'am. What do you do then?
Well, and talk about it being politicized. I mean, do you know why I pulled you over? No. Because your bumper sticker says MAGA.
Oh, yeah.
That offends me. Or you have a pro-life sticker. Or you don't have enough rainbows on your car. Or fill in the blank.
Yeah. You have Star Wars stick figures.
They're just going to become Newsom's army. Or whatever governor or whatever mayor in whatever town. But it's going to go back Wild West. What are you doing? And there's not enough room for both of us in this town. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep. And it won't be right at first, right? Because they've got to normalize it. That's the thing now. They're normalizing things.
Yep. This whole thing that we're going through right now, this whole movement, LGBT, XYZ, QT, IBGQ,
SUV,
ISUV. This didn't happen overnight.
No.
Antifa didn't happen overnight. All this crazy left-wing extremism, any extremism, none of it happened overnight. This has been a classic, boiling the lobster, boiling the frog, whatever it is, in the making. Let's start with little things. We'll get you to accept the little things. Maybe they're not so hard to bite off and chew. Then we'll give you a little more, then a little more. Oh, here's a kind of extreme thing. Oh, you're resisting that. Okay, let's back off a little bit, give you a little bit more, and on and on and on and on and on. And here we are.
Yep.
Men can be women. Women are losing sports scholarships, job opportunities, and all this stuff, and men suck. And then a year later, or whatever, insert timeline, men are women, and now men are winning again, and men are making more money and doing these jobs and all this other stuff, but they're doing it under the guise of being a woman. So Woman of the Year is actually a man who claims to be a woman, and they're canceling themselves out.
Yeah. And the latest and greatest is the man can get pregnant now.
Oh, yeah. Saw that.
Oh, what a world we live in.
Yep.
All right, well, got some topics for you guys. Chew on them. Sleep on it. Let us know in the comments. Or write us an email. Or something. Come up to us and say hi. We're approachable. Yeah. I'm approachable. I don't know about Drew, but I'm approachable.
Well, it's my face, and I can't really do much about it.
That's true. And well,
But
it's not just that. Yeah, somebody comes up to you, hey, Drew, how are you? And you're like, I'm working. You know, it's not.
that's true. I do work a lot.
Yeah.
Get into it. But yeah, if you do see us around town, please say hello. We're not hard to miss. We're twins.
Yes. Drew's 20 minutes older than I am.
Yep. It used to be 30, but now I'm 20.
Yep. You were never 30. You're always 20.
I wasn't?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm about 20 minutes older. The years are a little different, but the minutes aren't.
No. Months.
But yes, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the podcast.
Please.
Check out our YouTube shorts, our TikToks if they're still up and we haven't been kicked off yet.
We're on our way.
Instagram, all of the above. Check out our Linktree.
Yeah. It's in the description section below on this podcast and on this YouTube video that you're listening to right now.
Affiliate link below.
We're not affiliated with anybody.
No, our link that we're affiliated with, our Linktree.
See, I still don't understand that. We don't have any stock in it. We just use it.
Right.
So
we're
they could use it.
Who could use it?
The people listening, they can use it. They could click it.
Right. That's what I'm asking them to do.
Yeah, but we're not affiliated with them at all. They don't even know we exist.
The people?
No, Linktree.
I've got a question.
What's up?
Why are you gay?
As always, we'd like to say thank you for stopping by and listening to the podcast.
Yeah, we realized that you could have been doing anything way more productive, but you chose to waste your time with us.
We look forward to talking about absolutely nothing with you next time.
If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, please email us at
jtandrewshow@gmail.com or visit our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/jtdrewshow.